I keep hearing footsteps in my apartment, but my neighbor says I live alone. I just moved into a cheap apartment a few weeks ago. Rent was low, the place was small but cozy, and I was just happy to have my own space. But almost immediately, something felt off. Every single night at exactly 3:15 a.m., I would hear footsteps from the apartment above mine. Slow, steady footsteps. Back and forth, back and forth. At first, I thought maybe my neighbor was just an insomniac. I didn't believe him. I heard footsteps every night. To prove it, I set up a camera in my living room, pointed at the ceiling, and let it record while I slept. The next day, I reviewed the footage. At exactly 3:15 a.m., the audio picked up footsteps. The camera even shook slightly, like the floor above was creaking. But the footage showed nothing. No shadow, no movement. Just sound. But it wasn't random. It was the same rhythm, the same time, every single night. The first week, I ignored it. The second week, I started losing sleep. By the third week, I was furious. So one night, I finally snapped. At 3:15, when the footsteps began again, I stormed upstairs and pounded on the door. No answer. I knocked harder. Still nothing. The moment I stopped, the footsteps went completely silent. The next morning, I cornered my landlord in the hallway and asked about the tenant upstairs. He gave me a strange look and said, "There's no one living above you. That apartment's been empty for years." I laughed, thinking he was joking, but his face stayed serious. He told me the last guy who lived there didn't exactly leave in one piece. Since then, the apartment has been sealed shut. My blood ran cold. Then the video glitched for a fraction of a second. Just a single frame. But in that frame, I swear, it was me. I saw myself, pacing in the apartment above. My stomach dropped. I played it back dozens of times, but it never changed. That one glitch always showed me. That night, I couldn't sleep. I sat in my living room waiting. At 3:15, the footsteps came again. This time, louder, closer. And then, the upstairs door slammed open. The sound echoed through the building. My heart nearly stopped. I didn't dare move, not even to breathe. Hours passed before I finally closed my eyes. The next morning, I gathered enough courage to check. The upstairs door, the one supposedly sealed or set, was wide open. Inside was pure darkness. And on the floor, fresh muddy footprints led from that apartment, straight to my front door. What would you do if you was in this situation?